Sir, you are muted. We can't hear you.
At what point was that?
When you said, when you said, if you can hear you, give me something. That was when we heard you last.
Wow. Okay. So you are all welcome, because I was seeing all the messages. I'm still muted.
No, we can hear you now.
Okay, so I believe everyone is hearing me now. I think it was at the point of trying to move live to the YouTube viewers that I got myself muted. So thank you very much. So if you can hear me, just drop something in the chat room. Just say good afternoon. Just say welcome. Just say hello. Just say something in the chat room. While you are doing that, let me remind us, the last master class, we try to understand money. Thank you. Adebuleyin, there's a message for you in the chat room that you have not attended to. So you can just scroll through backward and see a little gift for those that came very early, the first 2 people that came on. So we're trying to understand money, and money is good, isn't it? I want you to respond to me in the chat room. For me, I think money is good. Even though people think money, or people mistake to say money is the root of all evil. No, money is not the root of all evil. Money is good. Every good thing you can get so many good things with money. It is the love of money. It is when you sell your heart to money. It is when you love money than the giver of money that money becomes very bad. So if you agree with me, just type in the chat box, money is good. Money is good. However, we need to understand money. The reason money runs away from many of us is because we don't even understand money. We don't even understand money. We don't know the purpose for money. Okay, we don't know what to do with money. Some people cannot hold 1 million, they can collapse. Some people have seen 200 million. When they get 1 billion, they will misbehave because they do not understand money. Okay, and so today I'll be talking a little to us about money, and then I'll be giving you a few tips on what you need to know, the knowledge you need to possess about money, ladies and gentlemen. So money is good, isn't it? Money is good. But you must know the principles that surround money. Beautiful. So let me start. Let me share a whiteboard so that I can write freehand. Okay. Money. Let me just write it. Money is a 5-letter word. People are classified many times according to how much of the money they have. So you see the richest man in the world, the richest man in Africa, Africa's wealthiest man, So money sometimes is a way of classifying people. Don't forget, if you're on this meeting, that one of the ways we relate with one another is through the chat room. So if I say anything that makes sense to you, if I say something that wants to make you, wow, want to act immediately, please put it for me in the chat room, okay? So money is good. Money is good. Money is a way of classifying people, and unfortunately, there is no good way or bad way of classifying anything, So when you hear poor and rich, poor versus rich is money. When you hear richest man and poorest man, when you hear richest nation, richest Black nation, poorest Black nation, these are classifications. There are Black nations, but when you want to begin to classify, you now bring in rich, richer, richest, and all of that. So when you think about these things, then I believe that many of us will prefer to be on the better side when money is used to classify, okay? Even though that is not the ultimate in life, However, it can get so many good things. For example, if you love to impact lives, you need money to do that. Oh, you say, no, money is not about everything. My job is to be a teacher, to teach men, to grow them in knowledge. Yes, that is what this master class is doing. However, think about the internet. The cost of installing internet in my home where I speak to you, so that as I speak to you, people are joining from all over the world, that there is no interruption. The cost of the computer that I'm using, if you have noticed, I am using a free handwriting tool, which costs money. A system, a computer with a free handwriting tool, and a computer that I have to use my mouse to write, they don't cost the same thing. Okay? So there are so many things. Even the setup of my meeting room is not cheap. It costs some money. I didn't just wake up. I wish I could turn my camera and you can see the gadgets that I have here. Just a few of them. Let me just show you one. Some of the gadgets that I have here, you will see these are gadgets installed in my training room. They do cost money. And so whether money is not the best yardstick of classifying people, it's a way of classifying people, and money is good. So we agree all that money is good. I want you also to know that there are some people that chase money away, and there are some people that attract money. Are you following me? There are people that chase money away by their inactions, and there are people that attract money. One way to chase money away is to discard every opportunity you see as either not good, either scam, either, a lot of people have sent so many opportunities far away from them because they do not have knowledge to classify, but they sit as judge to classify. And that's one very bad thing you can do to yourself. When you don't have the knowledge and you don't know that you don't have the knowledge. So you sit as judge over a matter that you have no competence. And so you will see that a lot of people discard opportunities because, if somebody comes to me today, okay, let me give you an example. Somebody reached out to me yesterday and sent a picture to me of a system, a system that somebody is offering to sell. And he said to me, sir, this is cheap and I know you will need it, And I said, it is not just enough to be good. Can this person bring it? Can I test it? Why? This person just sees this equipment, he sees the price attached to it. He just thinks that because it is a needed equipment, it is good. And for me, the price is an attention. It's something that calls my attention. If this equipment that should go for at least 100,000 is being sold for 40,000 there, and it's called new, then I need to test it. To test this equipment is not just by ignorance. It's not just by casual, let me test. Okay? It is by knowledge. You must understand what this equipment is supposed to be used for, what quality of output it should produce before you accept to buy it. Many of us, many times, have taken opportunities. Oh, see, I don't want to waste my money. Let me just do this one that is very not expensive, not much. So I just do $100. Okay? But this one, oh no, I cannot have 5,000. All these people that will scam you and take your money away, put 5,000. So we $100. Another one, we don't have much money, we put $100. So you have put $200 somewhere, and all of them are lost. But your own criteria for classifying a good opportunity is the one that you can put a small amount. Okay? So you can see how people could send money away when you sit as judge over money matter that you are not competent at. One of the things I set for myself to do this year is to master equity trading, okay? Not to master, but at least to get some skill in equity trading is on my goal for this year, okay? Now, a lot of us, if we just have some money, we say we want to buy a share, just hear that somebody is selling, you run and buy it. And before you know it, your money goes down the drain. It's a skill. People who jump to take decisions about money without possessing the requisite skill, they send money away from them. As in, they drive money away, because money don't answer to people that waste them. You can take note of that. Money don't respond to people that waste them. Either you waste them into wrongful purchases, either you waste them into wrong investments, either you waste them into money will begin to run away from you. It is just how it is. It is not about you have it. That's why you see most times the wealthy keep getting wealthier. Why? Because most of these things they do not have competence for. They employ people to do it for them. I remember last year, 2021, I needed to talk to somebody. As a matter of fact, a very highly placed person in Nigeria. And in fact, when I had an appointment with him through someone, and I got him to give me audience, and I shared an opportunity with him, and wow, this man was excited about it. As in fact, he confessed to me. He said, I have not just shown him an opportunity, I have also loaded him with some knowledge that he could never have thought. We just walk into his room and give him, and we're just in a sitting room. He was casual but he said knowledge entered his room, that I loaded him free of charge with knowledge. And you know what? But he concluded by saying, sir, you will have to see my investment advisor. There is no investment action I take without passing it through him. Wow. And I respected him. I was not given to, oh, no, sir, since you like it, just take your decision. I know he will. Sometimes when we try to help people, we also sell our personal sentiments to them. And I was very excited. And he called the man right there. And he said, I'm sending this person to you. Please, quickly. He said, quickly attend to them. You know what? And we went to see this man. I don't think there's anybody on this meeting that was part of that journey. We went to see that man. And, this man ushered us into his office. And when I look at the profile of this man, he's a lawyer, trained lawyer. He's a chartered accountant. He's an engineer. His first profession is engineering. He's a civil engineer. Civil engineering, law, and chartered accountant. And so it was enough to destabilize anyone, who does not really know what he knows. So we got started, and by the time I've spoken for like 30 minutes, he said to me, please, I hope you do not mind. I'm enjoying what you are telling me, but because of my health, I want to lie down and listen to you. Are you following? So he took us to another room upstairs where he has a couch that can be converted to a bed. And so he went on it and converted it to bed and lay down, and he was taking notes. At some point, he rolled down from the bed and the chair to the floor on the rug. And he jokingly was telling us, he said, don't mind me. I just want to be comfortable, But what am I trying to bring out of this? This man has the money, is wealthy. However, he do not take authority of knowledge in areas where he knows he's not an expert at. So yet he still employs someone. He said in his words, he said, I love what I'm hearing. And the fact that I got this knowledge without paying for it. However, I will want you to meet my investment advisor, who I do not take any investment decision without him analyzing and validating it. So now ask me why wealthy man will not have more, because they know. But there is somebody there, has not much money. Is not skilled in money matters, but yet he will take authority to himself to say, no, please, this is not the kind of thing I want, you know. I remember sharing an opportunity with somebody some years back, a classmate of mine in secondary school. And you know what he said to me? He says, thank you. I don't do any of such kind of business. I only do real estate, you know. And very exciting. I told him, I said, wow, I love it that you do something, but that you don't do anything is what I will feel concerned. I love you that you have taken your area of investment as concentration in real estate. But I also talk to you about real estate. And I told him, what are you trying to achieve with real estate? And I told him, with what you have said to me, you cannot achieve it with real estate. I now lectured him again on real estate. And but it was very strong about his position, but he appreciated the knowledge I shared. You know what? 6 months down the line, we're talking about general business. We're talking about general economy, not business. We're talking about the economy, and his business needed something that I could offer. And so I told him, and I said, oh, and if you had been in that thing that I recommended to you some months back, and he actually had some regrets, but I told him it's not too late, and then he took advantage of what I was showing him. So what I was trying to say is that sometimes people drive away money. There are people by their actions and inactions sent away money. And I said one of the way you can do that is trying to sit as judge over money matter that you are not competent at. Another way is to discard opportunities without having knowledge about them. Okay? So when you know money this way, you know, sometimes I tell some people physically around me, I tell them, you know, the way you behave, you take money too seriously. You know, sometimes when you take money too seriously, as in you think money is everything, everything is money, you know, you will miss a lot of things about money, because money itself does not want to be taken seriously. Money should just be an errand boy. Money should just be sent on errand. Do this, get this for me, get this for me. That's why you can see, I think I was telling us the last time, you see some people specialize in building businesses, and some people specialize in buying businesses. Did you understand what I'm saying? Some people's area of specialization is in building businesses. You know, I was shocked. That was 2003, and I went to study acquisitions and mergers. 2003, year 2003. You know what led me to studying acquisition and mergers? And I took a lot of case studies of companies that were acquired or merged. You know, then I was in the Kingdom 2003, and somebody was talking to me, you know, so on the news, the 5th largest superstore in the whole of United Kingdom, the 5th largest superstore was acquiring the largest superstore. And I was shocked, like, why will number 5 be buying number 1? It was not a merger. It was an outright acquisition. And no, I think it was buying the 2nd largest superstore. And you know, my study led me to understand that there are some people, all they enjoy doing is starting a business from scratch and launching it to a point where the company is competing in position, as in is rated, rated. So they love to start companies as fresh, and they launch it to the point where the company is rated among the top. You understand? So, and he said that is one of the things that happened with the second largest superstore in the United Kingdom. These people started it, built it, and became the second largest. And here they are at this point, their own purpose for their vision has expired. And so the next thing is to sell it off. So these people are not about owning a company that is rated. They are about building a company to the point where it is rated, and they sell it off. And you know what? They went and started 2 other companies in another area that is not supermarket area. Do you understand? So when you look at this thing, then you begin to understand why some people have more money and some people have less of it. And so as people who understand that money is good, even though money is not everything, we must begin to understand money. Let me also proceed here to say that, let me quickly take a note. Something is just coming to mind. Let me take a note here. You know, let me also tell us that money does not change people. Did you hear that? You can take the note of that. Money does not change people. I want us to discuss this, and so I want to get into the chat room. Does money change people? Does money change people? So please drop your opinion in the chat room before I take on this part that I want to take next. Do you think money change people? Oh, Chinaya, beautiful. Money change people. Please let everyone, we have 19 people here. I want to hear your opinion. Does money change people? Yes, money change people. No, money don't change people. So let me hear you. Money does not change people. Okay, Dr. Ayodele feel money does not change people. Do I agree with you? I don't know. Yes, Olude Samuel say money change people. Beautiful. Please let everybody drop their opinion. Mama will say, no, money does not change people. Okay. Mojisola say, money change people. Please let everybody just say, money does change people. No, money does not change people. Does money change people? That's the question. Can everybody answer? Only 6 people have responded. Let me start calling out names. Does money change people? Adeniji? In fact, sometimes you see people who are just logged in to be seen, to be present. Yes, money can change people, okay? Babajide, I can hear you. Does money change people? Adeniji? Yes, money does change people. Joseph, yes, money, yes, but not also, but money can change people anyway. That's what you're saying. Moses, no, money only change their orientation. Okay, Joseph, Jemima, Grace, George, tell me, does money change people? Rukaya, does money change people? Silos, Taye, does money change people? I want every answers before I start speaking. Okay, so let me clean this screen. Does money change people?
I can't type here.
Why? Everybody can type.
I'm on assignment with my pastor, so I just try to join the meeting. I can't type.
Okay, beautiful, beautiful. Sorry, so, does money change people? Yes, no, no, no. Every one of you, you are right, but money does not change people. Money only reveal the true nature of a person. You see, it's very easy to look very humble when you don't have money. Money can make you humble. The lack of money can make you look humble, but it doesn't mean you are actually humble. The lack of money can make you very quiet and reserved. Okay? But it is not, but it does not mean that you are quiet and reserved. Money can make you very decent. Lack of money can make you look very decent. It does not mean that you are decent. The lack of money can make you look very moderate, that you are a man or woman that lives and dresses in moderation. But it does not mean you are a man of moderation. Money can make you not to be a man that is loud, the lack of it. It does not mean that you are not loud. Drop money in the hand of any man and their true nature will be revealed. What did I say? Drop much money, I mean much money in the hand of a man. Whatever be the classification of them, oh, it's a very humble man. Oh, it's a pastor, is an imam. Oh, is a, drop some good money in their hands. In the context of Africa or Nigeria, drop ₦1 billion in a man's hand. You will see how much of moderation that he will still live. You see how much of humility that he still has. You will see how much he can still enter into a gathering without being recognized and he will not feel offended. You will see how much he can still live a quiet life. Do you understand? Money does not change people. Money only reveals the true nature of man. Money only reveals the true nature of a person. So, the general saying that money changes people is actually not true. It's not true. Something is in that man that was hiding because he didn't have money. He is quiet and humble because he didn't have money. Then the moment he has some good quantity of money or volume of money, you begin to see how quiet and how humble this man can be. You see some people, they didn't have a dime, but with the moment they have it, they want extra regard and respect for them. They want to enter into a program and their names are announced. They want to sit on the high table at all costs. You understand? And, it only shows that it is not that they were humble. It is lack of money that humbled them. And I said some time ago that being humble is not same as being humbled. When a situation or a thing drives your humility, that means that you are being humbled. But when your true character is humility, that means you are humble. So you can see a humble man and you can see a man who poverty has humbled. You can see a humble man and you can see a man whose last experience with the military, maybe he was beaten blue-black, humbled him. So being humble is not the same as being humble. So poverty or lack of much money can humble a man and make you to be humbled. It doesn't mean that you are humble. Okay, if you have gotten anything this day, this afternoon, Can I see something in the chat room? Can I see something from you in the chat room? Being humble is not the same as being, yes, thank you, thank you, thank you. You have seen a man humbled through a military beating experience, and then he begins to go very quiet. See a man who used to shout and scream on his spouse, on his wife, get to a military checkpoint, and see how very quiet he can be. Oh, he's just been humbled. He's not a humble. They say, this man is quiet. He's not said anything since morning. It's the experience that he just had that has humbled him. So, before I round up, yes, sir, money only reveals the true identity, the true nature of a person. So let me give you a few tips about money. If you must have money, the place of right partnership counts a lot. If you must be wealthy, right partnership and associations. Who do you hang around with? Because mentality and mindset rubs off. Okay? Mentality and mindset rubs off. You might think, oh, no, I'm a man of my own mind. If you enter into wrong partnership, enter into wrong association, hang around with the wrong people, you discover that right partnership can make you rich, can make you wealthy. Wrong partnership can make you poor, can kill everything that you have. So in your journey to becoming wealthy, in your journey to having the money, that's the kind of money that you want to have, get involved with the right partnership, get involved with the right association, because mentality and mindset rubs off. Okay? When whatever happens or you hear regularly, whatever people around you, whatever their perspective is, most likely that over time, oh, I agree with you. Oh, I agree with you. Oh, I agree with you. Before you know it, you begin to think and act like them. And that's why in your journey to wealth, you must watch the kind of associations that you keep. You must watch the kind of partnership that you get into. Okay. Number two thing that I want you to know is let money work for you. Know that money is an errand boy. Let money work for you. Don't live your life working for money. Don't live your life chasing after money. Always sit back and say, how much of the money that I've gotten are gotten by the money working for me? There is a very wealthy man that says that until your money is working for you, even while you are sleeping, you will work till you die. So wealthy people make their money work for them while they relax and sit and think about strategies or skills that they need to get more of their money to work for them. I met so many years, some months ago, and she said to me, she said, before I met you, when I have 2 million in my account, when my balance drops to 2 million, they say I start getting sad. And I looked at her and I laughed. I said, you know what? I said, when I have 200,000 hanging in my account, I feel sad that I'm a waster. And she, I popped like, seriously, you don't want to have much money in your account? I said, yes. I say, anytime I see more than 200,000, sometimes even 100,000 hanging in my account without a plan, I say, I feel sad. You know, sometimes God looks at us and thinks that we don't actually need what he has given us. Because when they lie idle, God expects you to put your money to work. He gave you so that you can put it to work. If you don't have anything to do with it, dash it out. If you don't have things to do with it, call people and say, who needs money? I'm not saying give out money anyhow, but look for people who have profitable venture in their mind. Ask for feasibility study. In fact, sometimes ask them for a sharing ratio. Oh, this is beautiful, this will work. Okay, can I put money into it? And you run it and return back 30% of the profit that you make. You know, this is how wealthy people think about money. They don't want to keep one money somewhere just lying idle. If you lack ideas on how to make your money work for you, or just announce if you have any business idea that you think is worthwhile. Can you submit your proposal? I need to look at 50 of them in the next 1 week. I'm sure you will get more than 5,000. When you get them, analyze them. Get a professional to analyze them for you. You just got a 500 million naira that you don't have need for. You don't even know what to do with it. The biggest skill that you have invested your money into them. So get people to bring up ideas, to bring up their thinking. And when they submit it, analyze it, get the professional to analyze it and say, okay, we can give this one 1 million. Oh, wow. This one, we can give this one 100 million, but we employ 2 people who will be in charge of managing the business with the person that owns the idea. Do you understand? And then before you know it, the 500 million that you didn't have need for, you have pushed it out. And let me tell you, it is not impossible that the 1 million business will fail. One of the 3 million business will fail. But if majority of them succeed, you will become well there. And that's why somebody could live getting sad that she has 2 million, as in she feels that she's getting near to becoming poor. That's why she has 2 million. But for me, 200,000 in my account makes me look like a waster of heaven's resources who does not need what God has given to him. So don't be surprised. Many times when I tell people I am very low on cash now, when people come to me and say, please, we need this, and I say I'm low on cash. You know, some of them will go thinking this is a wicked man, he doesn't want to help. But that is the truth. I am most of the days of the year low on cash because I must just find a way to engage whatever money God brings into my hand. They are not meant to be kept in accounts. They are not meant to be kept somewhere. No, they are meant to be put to work for me. Okay? And as it works for me, it gives me more privilege to impact others. That is how money loves to be treated. But you have just 2 million and you don't know what to do with it. It's been lying in your account for 6 months. Ladies and gentlemen, you don't have need for that money. And don't be surprised that the next opportunity to have money in that nature will be diverted to someone else. Why? Because why is everyone wasting his money, putting it in your account that you don't have need for? Ladies and gentlemen, this is where I am going to be able to exhaust what the point I'll be able to exhaust today. We'll continue here next week. I believe that you have learned something from today's masterclass. Don't forget, this is Financial Mentoring with YEMI Ayodele. Our goal is to raise 10,000 wealthy people in a space of 5 years. And I believe that you are part of this journey and you are also being driven by the same desire to get to that point where you have wealth that can impact your world. You have the wealth that can touch the lives of people around you. And that's where we are going. That's why this community has been set up. We've been here since 2018, and God is helping us to grow gradually. Like one of the decisions I personally took when we're starting this community is that we are not going to run a community that is grown by social media engagement, social media invitation, let people be much. No, we want to grow organically. We want people who are coming into the community, know why they're in the community, and so they are ready to stand by the values and the principles of the community. That's why everyone can even attend the meeting, but there are people who say, I want to be a registered member of this community. And the model that I run, that I've designed for the running of this community is called artificial scarcity. Artificial scarcity means living as though you are broke. And so every registered member of this community ensures that a minimum of 50% of their income as they earn it is invested under my supervision. That is ensuring that it's invested. And this investment is not what you invest and then by 2 months you go and withdraw. No, this investment is going to be there for a minimum of 5 years, minimum. Okay. So, so when people see us, say, are you sure you are giving 50% of your income? Yes, I've been living this for the last 5 years. Because I tell people this model that I run is a model that I ran personally in my life for 26 years before I introduce it to people. And it has worked. And if you make up your mind that you want to leave this level you are to another level, you must take a drastic step. You must make some sacrifices. It is through these sacrifices that you begin to see that things are getting better and getting better. Let me tell you today that I have people in this community that do as much as 62%, 67%, 85%. Yes, let it go. Let it go. I met somebody who heard about this community through a member, and he came to me. He's just a young man starting life after service, and he got a good job. And he said, sir, I want to do 85%. I'm a young man. I'm not yet married. I want to use this period before I get married to do as much as I can for my future. And I said, that is the best thing to do. But even though you have made up your mind, you have to attend our master class. It's in that master class that we give people opportunity to join the community. Today is enjoying the benefit of taking this decision. So if you are here, I want you to think very deep about it, because I don't like it when people join the community and say, oh, I made a mistake. Think about it. Attend as many master classes as you want to attend before you make up your mind to join. But if you have made up your mind, please, in the chat room now, the link will be dropped for you to join the community. Please take your time to learn, to ask questions, to think about it. If you are married, discuss it with your spouse to make sure you are on the same page, okay? And then you can join. Thank you for coming on this meeting. My name remains YEMI Ayodele, the lead mentor of this community. Thanks for coming.